So, what's up, guys? We're back with another trade recap. It's been a long time again. Like my trading recently has been just so slow because of December and January, and the market isn't looking the best. But yesterday we took a trade. I didn't record it because I was doing some stuff, so I will record it today. Um, it was a loss, unfortunately. This I just needed this win. So if price would have eventually just went my TP. Um, I would just pass phase two and would be funded with a Fiverr account. But yeah, unfortunately, in the half of this position, price just moved lower. I didn't move stop higher. I could have just moved the stop probably a little bit higher once it reached here, but I just still believed in the possibility of price moving here, sweeping, and then probably just moving higher again. So for that reason, I just left it. I didn't thought there was that was necessary to move the stops. Let's say that this wasn't a trade for me to pass the challenge. The take profit would be a little bit higher. Would be around this area, so something like this would be something like this. And then yes, if price eventually reached, I don't know, something like here, I would probably just move the stop probably to this area or something like this. Um, Still giving it some room to eventually move lower, possibly come here and eventually go higher. So yeah, this is why I didn't move my stops, and I wouldn't move my stops with the take profit here. I could have just closed the trade a little bit early also. This is not really relevant, but probably if price was around here, I would already close it. I just gave it a bigger room in case that then I just need more $10 or something that would be frustrating. So yeah, but that doesn't matter anymore because price eventually Trump started yapping, and then price eventually just dropped, and it took me out for a stop loss. And yeah, I don't know. Like I saw that he was going to talk, but I still believe that price could have moved higher. Eventually, it didn't, which is unfortunate. But that's the game. I'm going to just to explain the trade right now. And yeah, so basically, after this, I was bearish for a long time since around this area. Probably I was just bearish, bearish, bearish on all these days. And here, after this big candle and this one, I was just bullish for the day. So this was the day that you saw, which was yesterday, which was on Wednesday. And yeah, if we go to the 4 hours, what can we see? This was just no, it was kind of neutral. Why? Because the trade was taken in the midpoint of this candle. So just because it closed above, it doesn't mean it was bullish, because you need to keep in mind that this candle hasn't closed. So from this candle here, you don't count it. So you just count to this candle. So this was the fair value gap, right? So this was stepping the fair value gap, meaning bullish. But you also had this shift because you have a move higher and then a move lower. So this was a shift. So it was kind of bearish structure in an overall bullish structure, right? This is kind of a confusing concept, but if you get the idea, you know what I'm talking about. On the 1 hour, but overall it was bullish. That was the idea. On the 1 hour, I entered in the middle of this candle. So this kind of candle hadn't closed. After this candle closes, which it eventually did in the when my trading was still running, it was just perfect. Why? Because this confirmed a lot of bullishness. Like, look at this, just closed above this. Like, it was just perfect for it to move lower, which it did here with this big stick, and then to just continue higher. But eventually it didn't, which was really, really unfortunate. But why did I open in the middle of here? Since this was bearish. Why do we have this? Then these two candles are bearish, and this candle could have just. Well, I could have just opened here, give us a big tail, and continue to move lower. It was kind of a more aggressive trade, yes, but it was a challenge trade. And even though I liked it because my entry was on a 50-minute, and I really enjoyed it, so I would take it again for sure. Yeah, so basically the trade was just this. I saw that London opened here, right? So we had London open right there. Price just eventually moved lower, manipulating London, sweeping all of these equal lows, tapping this fair value gap here, respecting it. Then we have the first market shift, then we have the second market shift, and then eventually we just also shift this sort of lock, and it was just moving so nice. I could have waited for this to close above this, but I just enjoyed the setup so much that I just decided to enter. The stop was here, protecting just a little bit below the low, also using this order block as a protection. My friend also opened this trade, and he was kind of smarter with his stop loss because he put the stop loss below the 1 hour fair value up, so around I think 32, it was 32 pips or something. Could have been a better way for me to play this out, just for it to be more safe, and then the take profit could have still been the 26 that I wanted to. Or it didn't even need to be 26, she was just being 25. And still could have just played out just fine. But yeah, doesn't really matter because both of stop losses were eventually it. So yeah, the original trade was this. And yeah, that was it. I guess we see ourselves in the next video, and let's hope that we win the next one and the next two ones actually, for us to eventually pass the challenge. And yeah, see ya.